I'm going to run through now the brushes with the black handles and the silver ferrules now, just because I'm confused as to which brush set I have. So I did have one of them, at least, because they come in this bag. So it's like obviously the equivalent of this guy, but it is in this one. The only thing is, I'm not really sure which is what, because I have so many of them, and I don't know what belongs to what, like I said. Now, if you go onto the Zoeva website, you will see there's the classic face set, the classic eye set, the classic brush set, the Bon Voyage set, the complete eye set, the complete set, the Luxe complete set, the Luxe Prime set. I know I was sent one of those bigger ones. I'm not really sure which though. I may have lost a brush or two along the way, just from maybe giving to friends or sisters and stuff. So that's why I'm not 100% sure which I have. So just go on the website, you can see the different ones available, but I'm going to run through all these black ferruled ones just because these are all available individually as well. So if there's one you like the look of, you can definitely get them. And they do belong to some of the sets, so you can see which sets have which. Hopefully that'll make sense to you. And sorry, I know it's a bit of a pain in the arse. I said I'd show you all the sets, but I just don't know which ones they belong to, so it's as simple as that. So I'm just going to run through them quickly. We have the 106 powder brush. This is a massive, really fluffy powder brush. Again, synthetic bristles on this, absolutely lovely, so soft and so well made. I have these like black ferruled ones from, or black handled ones from like 4 years ago, and they're in such good condition. As long as you take care of them, they'll really last. So this is the 106 powder brush, great for bigger areas. I wouldn't necessarily use it on my face, but I would use it on clients maybe more than on myself. We also have the 104 buffer brush. This is a little bit like the 103 one that I showed you a while ago, but it's just flat rather than angled. Again, it gives you absolutely beautiful application of foundation, very even because of that flat. It is a flat top kabuki. And another one that I find I go through phases of using quite a lot. I also have the 103 in this black one. So like I said, if there's any of the brushes you see in these collections that you really like, just have a look at the individuals and you can find them by themselves. I won't go through the prices of all the individual ones just because you can find them on the website fairly easy. They have a new website, by the way, as well. It's zoevacosmetics.com. It used to be zoeva.de and now it's more international. We also have the 102 silk finish. Pretty sure this is the first time you're seeing me talk about this. So it is just a beveled kabuki brush. Really good for cream application, for liquid application, or even for powder. It's one of those all-round really lovely buffing brushes. And I would use that quite a bit for face application. This is one that I absolutely adore. This is the 110 face shape. So look at the size of that. It's a gorgeous, teeny tiny little beveled kind of brush. I use this for contour, for highlight, for cream blush more so than powder. This is great with cream products. Again, if you want to just have a light application of, say, like a foundation or a concealer, but more so in the center panel of the face, or you're just kind of doing smaller areas, this is a great one for that. Again, that's the face shape number 110. Again, we have the face paint 109. It says vegan, so we know that it is vegan and cruelty free, and another brilliant one to have. I love these brushes and I use them. I love that shape brushes for clients. I find it's really nice and quick for doing a contour look. I have the powder polish 107. So this is a little bit like the 102, but it's just bigger and it's a bit more densely packed. So it is, like it says, it's for powder, but you can use it for liquid products as well. It's just that slightly bigger one. These really densely packed ones, especially with this kind of these bristles, you get brilliant application or coverage with this. So if it's more of a full coverage you're going for, that's when you'd use this. I would use something like this, which is the number 126. Now it says Luxe Cheek Finish, but just these kind of more loosely packed brushes for lighter coverage of powder. Now this is a lovely one to have. Like I said, it's the Luxe Cheek Finish number 126. I love this shape because it is more narrow there on the side. You can still use this for your contour, for highlight, for blush, as well as all over powder. So that's actually one that I'm very fond of. You can see how white my bristles are. Again, I'm just anal about cleaning my brushes, so as long as you take care of them and clean them well, they will last you very well. This is another really interesting one. I can't remember, maybe was there, I don't know if this was a collection or if it was just individual. I'm not really sure. Like I said, you'll find it out easily enough on the website. This is the Face Curve number 112. I'll admit I haven't used it too much, but I like the idea of it. It is beveled, so, or like pointed at the top, so you can get in around the curves of your face, which is why I suppose it's called the Face Curve. It's a really unique brush. So I think the reason I love having these brushes is because I am literally a brush collector. Like I collect makeup brushes and I love having brushes that I don't already have loads of, or like I didn't have any brush like this before I got it, so I was very excited to get it. And yeah, it's a really interesting brush. I kind of use that more for face painting really rather than actual makeup. Then we have another one of the concealer buffer brushes, which I already showed in the bamboo set. Really love that, number 142. Another one of the face paint brushes. So this is the vegan one, this is natural hair. So the white hair bristles are natural bristles. So you have the choice whether you want to go vegan, cruelty free, or use natural hair bristles, completely up to yourself. Obviously natural hair bristles tend to work a little bit better with cream or powder products, and then the other ones tend to work better with cream, but both of them will work with both just as well. So that's that guy. Another one of the 105 Luxe Highlight, again, one of my most used brushes. I absolutely adore this brush. Like, I can't say enough good things about it and love it. Another really lovely brush is the Face Focus, Luxe Face Focus, number 114. This is one I use a lot as well for contour highlight, so I would use this a lot for my cheeks. I love this, number 114. Just look at the size, especially like, you can see here as well, it is a little bit different. This is just round all around, whereas this is like the ferrule is nipped. So it is longer on this side and more narrow there. Whereas this is just round all the way around. But you'd still get a fairly like similar finish from them. And then the only other one I'm pretty sure for like the face that I have with the black handle is this, the Luxe Face Finish, number 100. Actually, there probably is a Luxe set, is it? Yeah, so it's the Luxe Complete set or the Luxe Prime set. I must have had the Luxe Face set or something. Actually no, because I think some of the smaller ones. So maybe it's the Luxe Complete set I have? I'm not sure. I really don't know, but there is the Luxe sets there anyhow, and they're just slightly more unique brushes, really beautiful. Like this is the Face Finish. You can use it all over, you can use it on the side. It's really just one of those brushes you can use for anything. But I think these bigger brushes I do prefer just for using a finishing, literally a finishing powder, something just to give a light sweep of something over the top. And because they're so fluffy, it won't go too heavy or like add too much coverage. So those are all, oh no, there's one more. Actually, this is one I really like as well. This is the Luxe Fan, number 129. So what was this from? I don't even know what brush set this is from because I don't see it on the brush sets. It might just be individual at the moment. Yeah, pretty sure. So this is number 129. I use this more so for blusher actually, and then highlight as well. You can actually use it for all those things. That like most of these smaller face brushes I'll use for contour, highlight and blusher. But this one is lovely for if you like to apply your blusher without it being too in your face or too like obvious or just too strong. That's why I like to go for this. So I'd use that on its side, and then for highlight I'd flip it like 90 degrees and then use it that way. Yeah. So, and you could even do your contour with it like that as well. It is a slightly more flimsy brush, you know, because it being narrow here at the sides, so I always leave the cover on it just to be sure. Okay, so we have this guy, which is the Luxe Defined Crease, again from one of the Luxe collections. This is a really interesting one. It's kind of like, do I have one of these in black? Yes, I do. So this is the 221 Luxe Soft Crease. This is a beautiful brush actually. It's a little bit longer than, it's longer and more narrow than this guy, which was the 227. This one is for like more controlled crease application. Beautiful brush. And then this guy here, which is the 224 Luxe Defined Crease, is even like more nipped in, or it's more narrow around the ferrule, and a little bit flatter over the top. So I use this more for blending out. So I'd almost use this for applying in the crease and use this one for blending out. They're just really, again, unique brushes. Really cool brushes to have. I'm pretty sure I might be missing 1 or 2 brushes here as well, but sure, I could live without them. We have the 228, which is an amazing brush. I love this brush. Pretty sure I have this in different colours as well. This is one of the only brushes I have in this, like, I don't know, is this sable or squirrel? It's a natural hair bristle anyhow, and it does blend out really well. I'm pretty sure you will get a vegan. I'm pretty sure I have the vegan. Actually, where is it? Yes, they come, you know, oh no, these are all natural hairs. I'm pretty sure you can get a vegan one as well, but even though they're the same, they look a little bit different. This one, I think it's because of the hair that they use. It like splays out a little bit more. I'll go through this now in a sec, but this is one of my most used blending brushes. I adore this brush. I use this as well on my nose a lot for nose contour, but this would be, yeah, one of my favorite like blending brushes of all time, I think, pretty much. I have 2 of these. Yeah, I do. No, they're not the same brush. I thought they were the same brush. Okay, so one is number 220, the Luxe Grand Shader, and then this one is the Luxe Brow Light 325. They look similar, but they're not. This one is longer and fluffier. I just don't use these big ones quite as much. I'll be honest, I don't use it as much. The 325 Luxe Brow Light, this is more tightly packed, so it'll get you really good colour payoff or application of a highlight there just underneath your brow. Beautiful brushes, both of them. Yeah, there's just always going to be a few of those brushes you don't use as much. This is one of them, which is the 220 Luxe Grand Shader. I have used the Luxe Brow Light a little bit more, but they're really, really nice brushes as well. This one is tiny, if you can see it there. It is called the it's called the Spotliner 310. Now again, this is individual. It's a tiny, tiny synthetic brush, and you literally use it if you want to just get the thinnest hint of liner over your eye. You can also use it to spot conceal. It's just one of those minuscule brushes that would be amazing if you are a professional, because there's always, like, those ones will just be more useful if you are kind of using makeup on a daily basis. But again, for anyone who just likes to collect makeup brushes, you'll probably love it as well. Then there's the lip contour brush. This one is, I have it super glued so that it doesn't come off, because the lid was actually quite loose and it kept falling off. It's grand. I have to say I use it more for concealer just because it's splayed out. Like, it's not like, say, the MAC one, which is really like tapers very well, especially like for the first couple of years of having it. This one splays out a little bit, so I find I don't get quite as defined a finish or line from it on my lips as I'd like. But it is a really nice brush if you think outside the box and just use it for whatever else you can think of. I actually didn't realise there were so many different brushes. I didn't think I'd be talking this much. I'm nearly finished. Actually, this is the last. Yes, this is the very last now of the black handled brushes. Pretty sure. I could be missing a brush or 2, but I'd say if I was to go looking for them, we'd be here all day. So we'll just go with that. This is the Browline 322. And if you can see there, it's an angled brush, but it is very short and stocky and very stiff. So it is amazing for getting into the brows with a cream product. Amazing. That's the best thing ever. You can use it. I'd more so use it for powder just because I don't use cream products in my brows, but like, I know most people out there are bonkers about cream in their brows, and this is a good one for it. It's also good for powder as well, but I'd probably suggest it for cream product more than anything else, but it's a lovely one to have. Really good brush to have, and a very unique brush as well.